So I wonder how are things going on over there, and I'm trying to figure out what seems to be going on. Yeah, I can't seem to figure out what's going on. No, I'm not talking about in terms of stream stuff. That's always gonna be a challenge to figure out, no matter who I am or no matter who you tune into. I'm mainly talking about what is going on in the world of hockey. No, really. There's been so many issues that have emerged. But if anything, I'd be more concerned about the NFL with that current CBA for the refs expiring. Yes, that's right. The refs have to sign CBAs too. There's a union for that. And for those of you that don't know, the refs, when it comes to the refs of the NFL, they're not full time refs. They're actually part timers. They only show up when they're needed. But here's but from what I understand, based on the talks and stuff, the current CBA for the refs ended in May, and there are talks of an expansion towards technology in the event that there is no new agreement. I do think there will eventually be a new agreement, but of, but I bet you that among all the talks, none of them include Sky Judge. We want the Sky Judge. It's been shown to work. It's a proven commodity. There is some of the things that are being thrown around include probably what's gonna end up being the equivalent of video assist review and centralizing things all the way to New York. Yeah, that's some of the stuff there. Look, video assist review, video can be flawed, okay? It's way more I'm sorry to say it, but the video assist review thing is way more flawed than Sky Judge. Why does the Sky Judge work? It's because it's because they're right there in the they are right there in the stadium that can quickly spot something that may have been missed from fr- on the video stuff and then call and say, "Hey, we got a little bit of a counter. Hey, we need to take a quick close look at this." It's worked and they're usually pretty efficient. I do know that when it was experimented with, when the idea was thrown in, and at like the XFL or was now UFL. I don't know if they still have it in UFL or not. But the way this Sky Judge thing, they pretty much mic'd up the Sky Judge. Like, like we're taking his luck here, and we're trying to find what the evidence we can find, and it's, and we can't find. We're struggling to find evidence here. I don't know if we even have enough. I don't know if we have enough evidence here. They're able to say to call it a stance. Oh, what else is new? Flow experiencing technical difficulties. What else is new? After further review, this is the call in the stream stance. Flow is dumb and stupid. Yep, they're having technical difficulties. The good news is that, but the good news is that there are other ways. There are, but I think it's actually about supposed to be starting in a little bit. Anyway, and now that I know how feed stuff works better, what I can do is just temporarily rely on the feed to let you know when Billy comes up and whatnot. If it continues to persist, but I think I can also check the the AHL itself. Let's see. They do upload their highlights. They do upload a handful of highlights onto YouTube. Let me see here. Okay, so they do select which games they put. They do select which games they put on the their YouTube channel. And their selected one is Gargoyles Emeralds. So they want to give it we're having to do AHL stuff right now. Maybe I'd probably be better off making use of like the feed on here and letting you know who managed to do what. But I don't think the broadcast should be picking up. If it does, I'll lower the volume of the broadcast itself. Ugh, Murray ain't tired. But something I should mention, because of scheduling stuff, my selected soccer game for March 1st is a pretty late one. For me, it starts at like around 9 o'clock. Just about. Apparently, Akasarla is trying out World of Warcraft. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. The Sun Belt Conference basketball tournament is coming to Jacksonville. That's interesting. So the quarterfinals, semifinals, and the championship game is all gonna be at ViStar, with UNF hosting in the first round. Now that's interesting. Is it off? Let me take a look here and see. Okay, I'm might have to turn off internet briefly. I can imagine with it being in a basketball tournament leading up to March Madness, those tickets are gonna end up being expensive. Let me just take a look here. General admission, $56.12. Really? I guess the tickets really are that sold out. Tickets must. I guess tickets sell out fast. Yeah, the tickets sell out fast. Semifinals for men's 56-12 for general admission. Men's championship at the venue. 56-12 for general admission. So I wonder. So the only thing that's available is general admission. For a total of for $56 a ticket. Now that's interesting. Definitely not what I was expecting, but okay then. Definitely not what I was expecting. But this game here is about to start. And yeah, start it will. Soon enough. They're just talking and talking and talking. They're talking. They're gonna keep talking and talking and talking and talking. Wonder if there's. Feel like they would have said something if there was an actual delay. I would think. Unless there's really not that much of a delay and everybody's taking their sweet time. I think I find it interesting that a major basketball tournament is actually coming to Jacksonville. The Sun Belt Conference Championship, no less. I mean, granted, Jacksonville's been no stranger to hosting basketball games of the college variety. And there used to be a basketball team before shit hit the fan. Guys, what's even special about this night? What is special about this night, guys? Hey, you're running really rather late. You're really taking a while, guys. 7:05 was the time. And, yep, Flow continuing to have difficulties. That's why we look at feeds. That's why we look at the feeds to help us out a little bit. Jesus, guys, how long are you gonna go on like this for? How long are you guys gonna go on like this for? Could it have been delayed? There's no way the game got delayed like that. They waiting for. Are they trying to wait for somebody on the road feed to set up for some reason? Yeah, sure, it's coming up next. It better be up next. It'll soon be 10 minutes is past its start time. Just so you know. Never thought I'd be waiting this long for a hockey game to start. But hello. How long are you gonna keep me waiting for? We have the top team in the North against five. What's pretty much has been 500 a team. Lehigh Valley is located near Pittsburgh. It would make sense. And there's not even the magical surprise of a 98 Super Bowl for them. Be lucky for that. And the NHL is back in business. Oh, it's actually about to start finally. I was wondering about that. All right, now we can actually go over who's gonna be in at net and stuff. So for the Providence Bruins, and in net is Luke Cavalin, and in goal for Lehigh Valley is Alexei Kolosov. Because of how things are going right now with all this, I'm just gonna leave the settings on by default and just update it just just in case it has more issues. Yep, made the right call. But the game is officially gonna be underway. As soon as they drop the puck. So I made the right call. So there's the puck. So we're gonna have ourselves some good old fashioned hockey. And it's trifecta day. I think it's trifecta day. I think there's some ECHL going on. Yeah, that's right, there is. I know one of them's Gargoyles, Bulls Admirals. We think we had the Admirals before. I can only imagine how poorly that's going. There are going to be some instances of what are you doing, and of course, it always comes down to the whole thing with Globe messing up. And we'll see if the fans can put up a fire if it'll be more the same old stuff. They know it's gonna be called icing. Oh, offsides. They're talking about offside stuff. Okay, that makes more sense. So they did a face off at center ice. Well then. Yeah, there were definitely some shots. They're talking about shots and shots and shots. As and they're able to update that stuff quickly. And shots and shots and shots and shots and shots. It's always the shots. But the Bruins will get the first one towards the net. It'll be a little bit before I can update you on the score. And I think this tends to be a little bit faster. The Phantoms do actually get a shot, and there's definitely there's definitely been some attempts from the Bruins, but they couldn't tuck it in, and it'll force a face off. So that's already a start for Kaplan and Kolosov. And and there's gonna be a loss of puck control on that end. So Bruins now trying to go down. And that is not gonna find his way into the net. I think it bounced off the post. I think that was another shot at it off the that missed. Yeah, they're talking about bad plays. Yeah, Hershey in third in the division, right? There's that. Remember, nearly the entire league gets into playoffs. Nearly the entire league gets in. And we're gonna get an offsides call. You love offsides? Good, good. You're gonna be seeing it. Already a quick shot lead for the Bruins. Getting, getting five counted. And that puck went out of play. And there's gonna be more shots being sent down, like usual. I'm on the endless passing game. Being the endless game stuff. And we're gonna get ourselves a penalty here. And yeah, that's a hooking. Apparently they got someone on the Phantoms. Lane Peterson is gonna be called for a hooking. So it'll be a power play for the Bruins. But it's so crazy. See that refs are trying to pull off some bait and switches. Man, that went poorly for the Bruins that time. Definitely not the kind of move you want to make. Nope, no sirree, their way. But Cole saw this, man. Managing to do things. Bruins continue to prove why they're one of the best teams in the league. But in the AHL, with how much they're getting shots in. Can't believe I'm having some hiccups at this time. You, if you're wondering if it makes me taller, I'm probably at about my peak on that front. And that is going to be a goal for the Bruins. They managed to get it in with 15 seconds left on the power play. Yeah, they're just talking about it. The power play goal for a Ted Blumel. Oh, who gets the credit on that power play? And the countless shooting works out for the Bruins as they're going to take an early lead. Table Mel able to get his 11th goal of the season. In case you were hoping to find some goal scoring, you got it. We found it right here for you. Oh yeah, you're talking about hockey IQ stuff, aren't you? How about I want to talk about like hockey IQ stuff? Yeah, then there's a puck that goes out of play. They're gonna go to media timeout. There's definitely gonna be some. I wonder how badly it's gonna be. But okay, I'll stop with the thing. But if anybody's wondering what's going on in the AHL standings, so and here's how it's looking in the Atlantic, not the North, in the Atlantic. The Bruins sit up top, as you see right here. Behind them is Wilkie Sparta Scranton at 35, 13, 3, and 2, and 75 points. Then it's the Charlotte Checkers, if as of right now, based on the results at 29, 17, and 3 at 61 points. And Bears at 22, 26, and 2. And then you got the Phantoms. And rounding out the playoff bunch right now are the Bridgeport Islanders at 21, 23, 3 and 4, and 49 points. Yeah. But if you take a look at the league in general, Bruins are the second best team in the league behind the Griffins. And the Griffins are 47, 2 and 1 with 83 total points. They are the front runner of the bunch. Yeah, I almost went through for the goal. So, funny enough, earlier today was when the new Genshin and update dropped, and definitely seems like something. Yeah, just definitely something. It's something. And yeah, Kolosov gets a glove save. And apparently there's 10 minutes flat left in the first period. No, that doesn't happen often. Well, I don't know how official stuff tends to happen sometimes. Get go deep. Just go deep into it, man. Just go deep. Go deep, man. Just go deep. Get started in the deep. Just deep it, deep it. Just go deep, man. Go deep. You're hoping to find something here. If not, you're probably not gonna be able to find anything. I don't know where I went with that, but hmm. Spent some saves, I seems like. Yeah, pretty standard. It made you wonder if anything's even going on. Then there's gonna be a little bit of a video review. So I guess there's gonna be guess they're wanting a video review. That what's going on here? So apparently they're reviewing this for they're reviewing it for a potential goal. Is that what it is? They're signaling goal. Well then, so it's gonna be a goal for Providence. Apparently they didn't. Apparently it may have actually been a goal. They reviewed it. It, it and it is a goal for Georgi Mirakulov. They're labeled insurance goal. That's his 17th of the season. Man, this is not what I like. There's the offsides call, by the way. Too soon, you say? Wow. Wow, so apparently the backup is supposed to be an emergency backup. Interesting. So apparently there was a backup that ended up being an emergency backup. So Carson Bjarnason, and it's definitely an interesting one. And then kind of interesting how there's been a reliable New England E-ball who hasn't had to do anything. Right. I'm not sure who you were talking about, but it sounded like you almost said Tuukka Rask. But, yep, here comes the issues again. Saw that one coming. We got another penalty. Yeah, well, it was. So there's going to be another. So why don't you get a player going to the penalty box again? And it's going to be Dave Blumel out for the Bruins who gets sent into the penalty box. Oh, it's on a high stick. So now the Phantoms are going to get a power play. See if they can capitalize. Trying to be careful with what gets through. I think it's partly getting through, so maybe in like quiet spurts, but better to be safe than sorry. Because of how they operate things sometimes. And then, of course, all kind of difficulties, like usual. Right on the short-hander is saved. No go face off. Kolosov ain't gonna let that penalty kill give an advantage. So now the Phantoms have to try to get all the way back to the opposite side of the ice. Turn over again. And it can't rush for sure. Our play winding down like normal amidst all these flow being flow. That one was a save. Got a little bit of a sandwich. And that's gonna face off. Definitely a variety of close calls. So now, a forced regroup for the Phantoms. Another forced reset for Phantoms. That's it for the power play. Phantoms looking for some answers. They're just struggling against this Bruins team. And definitely struggling, especially with flow. Being flow. I wonder if there's some sort of weather thing that's affecting the locals. Or if there's not, I wonder what other issues there could be. Anyway, here's an offsides. With a minute 26 to go. Yeah, I missed the back and forth. More offsides. With exactly 1 minute to go in the first period. Exactly 1 minute. I hope things work out on these other 40 minutes that still have to be played. And that's kind of a start there. They're stopping another shot. Not for Kolosov. Time ticking down. I can definitely you tell the fans coach is not going to be happy with how this one turned out. We haven't had much of any beef as of late. And that is where the first period comes to an end. Yeah, 2-0 for the Bruins. So I think I can get rid of the shot thing now. For the at least for the time being. But yeah, they're gonna go through their little thing, and I'm gonna be very picked. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, yeah, wonder what goes on in there. By the way, we should be hitting daylight savings soon. By the way, when is daylight saving? March 8th? Okay, that checks out. Definitely checks out. Totally checks out. Yep, yep, totally checks out. Now I gotta take an energy pill. You know I gotta have my bottled water. Gotta have my Zephyr Hills. But yeah, there's def. It's been a wild series of things that has occurred. But you I don't remember what I was even gonna talk about. I don't know if anything else is slipping by or not. I try to make sure it doesn't. I try to. But I don't think enough people pay much attention to it to try to claim it. I don't think. But yeah. Oh yeah, there is something else I can talk about. Oh, it's a painful one. Christopher Brown and Gary Van Wyck, the Iceman, gets sent to a different team in exchange for 4 players, with a fifth one being under future consideration. This isn't even the kind of these AHL's not even a league you can tank in, and everybody's like a 1 year deal. There's no draft picks at stake. And all the drafting is done by the NHL. How incompetent do you have to be as a head coach, Deagle? You're already proving yourself to be incompetent. Why are you trying to make yourself look more incompetent? Just lovely. Just lovely. Yeah, thanks for telling me about that. Well, oh yeah, it just got revealed. Oh, geez, I didn't even realize this NTE is also gonna be on Mac. Oh crap! I was wondering when it was. They really revealed it. Yeah, they literally just posted it on their socials. Literally just posted it. Well, that's good to know. Never thought I'd see the day where a notable game makes it on the Mac. But it is oh yeah, I forgot to update this. It's second period time, by the way. Hold up. Uh, Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. Kinds of things going on now. Yeah, but Bruins are still out shooting Phantoms. Even how long they've been working on that thing, it's obviously gonna be a free to play gotcha game. And like a bunch of others. Except it's gonna be Grand Theft Auto, and it's coming out before GTA 6 can even come out. We're literally getting an anime GTA before GTA. Think about it. It's crazy to think. Okay, it's actually not fully there just yet. Alright, check. For good measure. Oh yeah, Tango and Whisper put into Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. It'll be interesting. I think I need to give it a little bit so that they can actually update everything. Yeah, apparently they're giving away PS5 and iPhones. I'm yeah, show them. I got a PS5. But, man, everybody's talking about new stuff. But in fairness, this second period is already often pretty boring start. Right? They took them long enough. Just find it funny. Eh, just find it funny. It's still gonna come out before GTA 6. I just got to thinking, watch it lead the rock star or having to shit in their pants and delay it again. And by the way, I was talking about want to talk about some goals. There's a goal that occurred for the Bruins amidst all this. So that is Patrick Brown getting his 16th of the season. It's funny how things work out. And yep, there's Flip. Somebody was saying Asperl. Yeah, it'll take a little bit for all the main update pages. Yeah, it was too slow. Not too fast. Different. It's just funny. Hey, what are you gonna be playing this summer? Oh, I'm gonna be playing anime GTA. Wait, I thought GTA wasn't out yet. No, no, that's the point. I'm playing the anime version. It's free. I don't have to wait for GTA, and it feels like GTA. Hey, what do you, what do you mean? It feels like GTA? It, and it's free. Well, that's because I don't even have to worry about paying money unless I want to pay money for characters. Wait, what characters? Oh, didn't you hear? Here, this gotcha company made an anime GTA game and managed to release it before GTA 6. And what about GTA 6? They ended up crapping their pants that they delayed it again. I just find it funny. I just find it funny how that turned out. We went from talking about hockey to talking about how getting to play around in an anime style GTA. Just find it funny how that works. Oh, promotional timeout. Yeah, the promotional timeout. Yeah, man, promotional timeout. Yeah, I'm ready for a promotional timeout. It's good. Yeah, I go. We had something. Yeah, you just hit the news. Yes, it's official. It's here. The nominees have apparently the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees for 2026. Black Crow, which let's be honest, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is a massive joke anyway. So let's see what non-rock shenanigans they try to throw in this time. So the nominees are Black Crows, Mariah Carey, Jeff Buckley for the first time, Phil Collins' solo career, and by the way, there is a penalty against Riley Tufte for slashing Melissa Etheridge, Lauren Hill, Well, that was quick. What a quick power play! They finally get in there. The Phantoms are finally able to get on the board on the power play that quick. What a quick way to showcase things. Billy Idol, Iron Maiden, Pink, Ink, Inks's New Edition, Joy Division / New Order, Oasis, Sade, Shakira, Luther Vandross, Wu-Tang Clan. What a goal for the Phantoms. That was a score that quickly. Fourth of the season for Oliver Bonk. It's like, why would I want to bother caring about who gets inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when they don't even do what it's supposed to do? When they don't do what they're supposed to do half the time. Especially with how many of them get inducted in. At this point, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame doesn't really need to be called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And they're calling that a goal, and that was a quick response right after the break for the Bruins. It's back to a 3-goal lead for them. Oh, Patrick Brown gets another one. And with that whole thing, I'm just gonna say that my guess for this official inductee thing is Phil Collins and Iron Man getting a snub in favor of Shakira. It's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. What do you expect them to do? Be logical? Heck no. At this point, pretty much, it's pretty much why other genres start doing their own thing. Yeah, they just go through the face-off motions. The Phantoms, put the puck, shoot it. I don't puck ended up being stopped. Yeah, this second period definitely saw an uptick in a way. But that aside, that's pretty much where this second period comes to an end. There's one more period to go. Oh, I'll be back again. I'm more surprised that the slot is actually functioning a lot better now on that front. Considering how they've been. I don't even know. Just need to take a break over to the side here. Still trying to wrap my head around a few things. Do I get a Gabriel Blue Dress? Yeah, they need a little bit of time to update. Oop, can't touch that. No, you can't touch that. Nope, 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 nope. I don't know what I can even talk about at this point. Yeah, Dance with Dummy, reminding everybody that the NHL is back. Doing some stuff for right now. Yeah, they're not really giving me anything to talk about right now. Oh, is it back to how it was prior? Talking about skipping Xbox. Whoa! Think about it. It's Xbox. Xbox has been getting run down the drain. There's just not that big of an Xbox player base. And looks like they're about to come after the third period. Is that what it seems like? Yeah, they're about. Yeah, they're back for the third period. Yeah, the Microsoft brand get ruined so badly. So is what's going on? Some weird stuff going on. There have been some weird things that have gone on with this thing over here. There we go. I think we got it fixed for the time being. This, and they did fix the little scrub thing there, and just in time because we got ourselves a Phantom's goal to cut the lead, to cut the deficit down to 2. Tucker Robertson striking quick. Striking quick. Yeah, now it's a 2-goal deficit. They're trying to creep their way back in. Fans are trying to creep their way back in. On that quickie. Hmm. But yeah. Yeah, find it a little. I don't know why they do like the giveaway thing. Like maybe they got the Mana Burn to do it. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. It'll probably be updated by in the morning. They just need a hot minute. Did they just score? Oh, it was Cooper Merritt who got not credited for the first goal. But That right back in. That was right back in for the Phantoms, was it? The heck? Yeah, that's in. Suddenly the deficit's down to 1. Another quick goal. See how they sort this one out. And they gave it to Alexis Gendron. So suddenly it's a 1 point. Suddenly it's just a difference of 1 goal. We got ourselves a game here, folks. Oof. That's the. You know what you're doing. I think. I think somebody got the common spray on her. At an offsides. It's just funny. So I should point out that every that at this point, everyone has won at least 1 game this season on a stream across the AHL and ECHL. I mean, in terms of who I decided to cover. First up, first thing I decided to cover was the Lions of the ECHL. They won their first. They won the first game they appeared in overtime. Next up was the Gargoyles. They lost in their home opener. In fact, they took the longest to win their first. In fact, 3 of the 4 teams won their first game appearing. Overtime win for the Phantoms in their first appearance. Pirates dominated the Stingrays in their first appearance. Gargoyles took didn't get their first win on the stream until their fourth game appearance. That should tell you how this season has been. And it's now back to an extension as the Bruins are able to get their 5th goal of the game. It's officially credited. It's officially credited to John Farinacci. And they're pretty dead even in terms of shots. Fans started stepping it up. And there's an icing. So we didn't have that many issues with trying to keep track of the coverage. Just flow being good old fashioned flow was the only issue. Yeah, they just Yeah, they just ended. NTE, Neverness to Everness. Officially releases on April 29th, 2026. Available on PC, Android, iOS, PlayStation 5, and Mac. Full cross platform support. Welcome to Hetero, where anomalies are the new normal. There are milestone awards. And there's another one for the Bruins. They're running away with it again. Second consecutive goals of their own at this point. And it's Joey Abate. It's just crazy to think. Ugh, jeez. I'm doing a lot of things right now. Apparently they shot a collision to the game already. So much for having a game. But this was a quick. This has been a quick first half of the third period. If you think about it, 4 goals and it's not even in the 10 minutes mark yet. But there's already a penalty right at the face-off. Oops. Maybe in Lysel, it's gonna be good for tripping. Yeah, they didn't even get a chance to do much. It was like right off the face-off. So now it's a Phantom's power play. And there have been struggles. That's gonna be covered up. Yeah, you were saying. Maybe Tinkle should learn a thing or two. Who found the Phantoms? I joke, but seriously, he's that incompetent of a head coach. A little mess up there for the Phantoms. You always hate when those mess ups occur. Yeah, look for the back door. You can't get the back door right now. Nope. Oof. Jesus. Man, there's a bunch of bodies there in the crease. There were so many bodies there, it was hard to tell where the puck was. But the whistle was blown. But it is Skinner no goal, and it's no penalty. Scoring change. He's still trying to fix that up. Oliver doesn't. Apparently, for the fan wants changed to Oliver Bonk. They keep trying to change up the who scored what or something like that. It's just weird. Like they can't just consistently find something. Can they stop tampering with who scored what? But yeah, now time is waning down. Oh yeah, another offsides. Oh geez, Ouch is right. Stars leading 4-0 over the Kraken at the time they took that screenshot. Oh yeah, that is a yikes. So let me get this straight. Man, so much for the decision to have a feeling be one of my feelings be a Kraken. This- Jeez. I don't know why I got all this gas coming out all of a sudden. Yeah, that ain't out of play. Weird stuff that goes on. Guess somebody's running high out of the Olympics. I'm trying to stay awake. Screw this. It hasn't been easy. But how tired my eyes are getting. Maybe I'll have a different opponent in mind for the Phantoms. Yeah, have a great day. Come on in. The water's fine. Come on in, everybody. The water's fine. Come on in. Now, that managed to get cleared away. That could have been even more disastrous if that was a Bruins goal. We don't talk much about the game. We just talk about a bunch of random stuff. Oof. Jeez. Been having that for a bit. They were the Phantoms. Yeah, I don't see it. And a little bit of an error on the Phantoms. And some collisions causing some issues. I see those. You know how close I was with the main man on the ice. Oof. Again with all the gas. This entire room is gonna be a gas cloud. And here comes a penalty. And that's Ty Gallagher is gonna go into the penalty box. Oh yeah, yeah, that's a good idea. 6-on-4, down by 3 with 4 minutes to go. That's always a good idea. But Ty Gallagher is gonna be going into the net for slashing. I'm trying to stay awake, people. I'm trying. And they're just gonna roll with a 5-on-3 for the time being. Well, 5-on-4 I mean, they couldn't get that one through. Oh man, they couldn't get that one in either. Javelin been trying to keep the net, keep them from trying to do anything. But yeah, they're gonna have to try to get some goals soon. And we got ourselves more missing sticks. Seems like there's always at least one moment where there's a missing stick, and are you winning a shorthander? Too bad. You're gonna have to settle for a face-off. Soft just laid right on top of it. They didn't trust themselves with it. At least not at that point. Yeah, no, they still haven't pulled them yet. And they're gonna blow it dead there. Bruins in yeah, they haven't even had enough possession time to even bother with pulling them if they wanted to do so now. That is it for the penalty. It's back to full strength. They still haven't pulled them. Yeah, it's just been ticking down with no attempt at aggression. It's like It's like they know that if they pull the goalie down by 3, they be playing a huge gamble. That was offsides anyway. Mm. No, no, yeah, somebody's gonna try to make a meme out of there this time. Still standard mechanism stuff. And it is a foul minute of regulation. And they're gonna call a penalty against Garrett Wilson. That's not gonna go well for the Phantoms. Means that it'll be a power play for the Bruins to close things out. They they got Wilson on a holding. Think they'll score again? It is pretty much set in stone. Bruins gonna win. That's a save for Kolosov. And here's the Phantoms going all the way down. And they're gonna get one last goal in on a short-hander with 20 seconds left. Right, and it's Jacob Goucher. That's number 11 for him. Unless they're able to score these next two in rapid succession, the game still ends. Yeah, the Bruins are just gonna dial it back. Just pass it around. That's gonna be how it ends. And that is how the game ends. And the Bruins take the game 6-4. As the Phantoms just fall to 500. No, it does not change anything for anyone else. It's just gonna remain just whatever. But in terms of the general thing here, if it'll let me. I'll figure it out in just a moment, but thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, travel safely.